Amid the crisp autumnal embrace of London streets, where the Thames whispers secrets to the skyline and history mingles with modernity, Kylie Minogue made an entrance that was as enchanting as her melodies. The Australian songstress, often hailed as the Princess of Pop for her infectious charisma and chart-topping anthems, swept into view outside a luxurious hotel, her presence turning heads and halting traffic in equal measure. Dressed in a sparkling blue gown by the visionary designer David Koma, she embodied the holiday spirit before it had even fully arrived, the fabric shimmering like sapphires under the city's ambient glow. Layered over it was a vintage black and white faux fur maxi coat from Valentini 1972, a piece that evoked the glamour of bygone eras while nodding to contemporary sustainability. Completing the ensemble were red slingback stiletto heels from the Italian luxury house Lucilla, their vibrant hue a playful pop against the monochromatic coat, injecting a sense of whimsy into her sophisticated silhouette. Kylie's arrival wasn't mere happenstance, it was the prelude to a promotional whirlwind centered on her latest musical endeavor. A reimagined Christmas album that promised to wrap listeners in festive nostalgia with a fresh twist. As she stepped from her chauffeured car, the cool evening air ruffled the edges of her coat, but she moved with the unshakable poise of someone who's commanded stages from Sydney to Stockholm. Fans, a devoted cluster who had braved the chill in anticipation, erupted into cheers, their signs and shouts a testament to her enduring appeal. Kylie, ever the gracious star, paused without hesitation. She signed autographs with a flourish, her pen gliding across posters and album covers like a dancer's footwork. Poses for selfies followed, her smile radiant and genuine, as if each fan interaction was a private concert. One admirer, clutching a bouquet of winter blooms, handed it over with trembling hands. Kylie accepted it with a hug, her laughter mingling with theirs in a moment of pure, unadulterated joy. This London sojourn marked a pivotal chapter in Kylie's illustrious career, one that has seen her evolve from soap opera sweetheart to global icon. At 57, she remains a force of nature, her voice a velvet ribbon threading through genres from disco to downtempo. The purpose of her visit? An eagerly awaited appearance on The One Show, where she would unveil details of her special 10th anniversary edition of the Kylie Christmas album. This wasn't just a release, it was a love letter to the season, blending timeless classics with innovative tracks that capture the multifaceted magic of the holidays. Iconic renditions of Santa Baby, and It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year, anchor the collection, their sultry and spirited deliveries reminding listeners why Kylie's interpretations feel eternally fresh. But the true excitement lay in the 4 new compositions: Hot in December, a steamy ballad that turns up the heat on winter romance; This Time of Year, a reflective ode to traditions old and new; Office Party, a cheeky anthem for those end-of-year bashes that blur lines between colleague and confidant; and the exclusive Amazon Music original Zmaz, a pulsating track infused with electronic flourishes that beckon dancers to the floor. The album's genesis traces back to Kylie's deep-seated affinity for the festive season, a time when her Australian roots, sun-soaked Christmases under the Southern Cross, collide beautifully with the snowy wonderlands of her adopted British haunts. She has long championed Christmas as a canvas for creativity, a period where vulnerability and exuberance coexist. In crafting this anniversary edition, Kylie delved into her archives, dusting off demos and ideas that had simmered for years, while collaborating with a cadre of producers who understood her vision. Music that warms the heart without saccharine excess. The promo video she teased last month sent her fanbase into a euphoric tailspin, a sultry vignette of her in a latex gown, surrounded by towering stacks of gift-wrapped boxes, her eyes twinkling with mischief. Captioned simply yet evocatively, it built anticipation like a slow-burning fuse, culminating in the promise of the album's imminent arrival. Kylie's jovial demeanor outside the hotel was no act. It was the overflow of a spirit buoyed by this creative rebirth. As she waved to the lingering crowd, her gentle beam cut through the dusk, inviting passers-by into her orbit. She lingered longer than protocol demanded, chatting animatedly with a young fan who confessed that Kylie's music had soundtracked their toughest days. "Darling, that's what it's for," she replied, her voice a soothing lilt before planting a kiss on their cheek. Such interactions underscore her reputation as an artist who doesn't just perform. She connects, forging bonds that transcend the footlights. Delving deeper into the album's allure, one can't overlook the meticulous curation that defines Kylie's work. Santa Baby emerges not as a mere cover but a reimagining, with jazzy undertones laced with her signature breathiness, evoking smoky lounges and stolen glances under mistletoe. It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year, pulses with orchestral swells and choral harmonies, a communal sing-along that conjures images of family gatherings around crackling fires. The new tracks, however, inject novelty. Hot in December simmers with a tropical house beat, perfect for those escaping to warmer climes, its lyrics painting feverish nights where holiday lights flicker like fireflies. This time of year slows the tempo, allowing space for introspection, with piano keys tinkling like falling snow and strings that swell with emotional depth. Office Party is pure escapism, a funky groove laced with humorous vignettes of awkward dances and whispered secrets, while Zmaz dazzles with synth waves and a hook that's irresistibly catchy, designed for playlists that loop endlessly through December. Kylie's promotional trail in London extended beyond the hotel steps. The one-show appearance was a triumph of charm and candor, where she perched on the studio sofa, legs crossed elegantly, recounting the album's evolution with infectious enthusiasm. She shared anecdotes from recording sessions, late-night epiphanies in sun-drenched studios, arguments over chord progressions that dissolved into giggles, painting a portrait of artistry as both labor and love. Hosts probed gently about her influences, from Eartha Kitt's sultry purrs to the Carpenters' heartfelt harmonies, and Kylie obliged with stories that humanized her icon status. Viewers at home, sipping tea in cozy flats, felt the warmth of her narrative, a reminder that behind the sequins lies a woman profoundly shaped by her craft. This album arrives at a juncture when Kylie's career is experiencing yet another renaissance. Fresh off a Las Vegas residency that shattered records and a tension tour that electrified arenas worldwide, she's proving that reinvention is her superpower. The holiday project taps into a universal longing for comfort amid chaos, offering songs that serve as emotional anchors. Fans have already dissected the teasers, theorizing about hidden Easter eggs in the visuals, perhaps a nod to her neighbor's days or a subtle tribute to her battle with breast cancer, which she has transformed into advocacy. Kylie's resilience shines through, her music a balm for the soul.